You've probably heard of dolphins, aquatic mammals, but have you ever wondered, why aren't dolphins fish? That's right, dolphins are not fish. Dolphins are mammals, just like us. They breathe air, give birth, and breastfeed their young. So dolphins are actually like our aquatic mammal friends.
Look at this! So silly!
So pigs swimming underwater are also dolphins. Dolphins have super good memories. They can remember things that happened 20 years ago, far surpassing even elephants and chimpanzees. Dolphins can scream to call friends, warn of danger, or even sing karaoke underwater. Imagine a live stream of music under the sea with dolphins. It would definitely attract as many viewers as famous singers. If you think dolphins are just fast swimmers and have fun, you are wrong. Dolphins are also underwater superheroes. They are extremely friendly and always ready to rescue people in distress. Dolphins are also incredibly intelligent. They can recognize themselves in mirrors, a trait that only humans and a few other highly intelligent animals possess. Just think, dolphins take underwater selfies without a camera. They have high IQs, but what they lack is text messaging. Dolphins are not only life-saving heroes, they are also very playful. They live in groups and help each other, but don't think they are just helpful. They can also play pranks on each other. Dolphins bond with their calls that echo underwater, working together to overcome danger. But when the curtain closes on the sea, the story does not end, because on land far away, there is also someone who knows how to use his calls to lead the group. They are excellent hunters, but don't think they are just loners. Gray wolves live in packs, like a group of close friends, and of course, there is a president called the alpha wolf, and when you are an alpha, everything must follow the rules. The beauty of gray wolves is their ability to cooperate when hunting. That's right, not all by themselves. They know that together they can bring down their prey faster. Imagine a football team with a clear strategy. Everyone has a role, no one gets left out. And then there are howls, not the mournful kind, but a symphony, allowing wolves to communicate with each other over long distances. You might even think they're singing karaoke in the forest. A gray wolf's sense of smell is top-notch, 100 times more sensitive than yours. They can detect the scent of prey from a kilometer away. If you were the prey, you would never have a chance to escape. Wolves can run at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour for a short time, as fast as a racing car. But don't worry, they are only chasing prey, not you. The gray wolf's footsteps left tracks in the white snow, then disappeared into the deep forest. The cold, desolate land seemed silent, but out there, on the ice shelf, other figures were huddled together in a tight circle to survive. Unlike other birds that fly freely, emperor penguins prefer to live in crowded conditions like subway rush hour. Tens of thousands of them gather on a giant ice floe, forming a collective warming mob. At minus 60 degrees Celsius, each one acts like a portable heater, and together they form a feather wall that blocks the Antarctic wind. But that's not all. In that crowded community, the fathers are the silent warriors. When the mother swims out to sea to shop for seafood, the father has to stand and incubate the only egg on his short legs, covered with a layer of belly skin. There is no tent, no blanket, just belly fat and patience. And to make sure no one gets frozen, the whole group has a very fair exchange. The ones on the edge will slowly crawl in, while the warm ones inside will gradually move out. It's a standard version of fair rotation, but instead of fighting for Wi-Fi, they fight for warmth to survive. At first glance, their waddling gait may look like a bunch of beer-bellied uncles heading home from a party, but when they need to, emperor penguins can belly slide across the ice like an Olympic athlete. It's fast and energy efficient, like an Uber of ice skating with free shipping. So emperor penguins are proof that to be great, you don't have to fly high or hunt fiercely. Just being able to unite, share warmth, and survive the Antarctic winter is enough to make the world bow down in admiration. Leaving the ice and entering the African savanna, the herd spirit is once again present, this time in herds of ferocious buffalo. If emperor penguins keep warm by crowding on the ice, buffalo use their numbers to turn themselves from prey into a predator's nightmare. A herd can number in the hundreds, even thousands, moving like a black torrent across the savanna. Interestingly, buffaloes do not just run in herds for fun. When an individual is attacked by a lion, the entire herd can turn around, literally 500 brothers rushing straight into the herd to hunt. There have been many spectacular scenes. A lion is about to pounce on a cub when the entire herd rushes forward, tossing the predator into the air like juggling a soccer ball. Not only that, they also have their own strategy. The strong ones will form a shield on the outside, while the young and old ones are protected in the center. It's like a football formation, except instead of scoring points, they mark their mark with their giant horn. At first glance, buffaloes may seem sluggish and only interested in grazing, but in truth, they have a very good memory, especially for those who have harmed them in the past. A lion that has attacked them may be blacklisted and targeted by the pride when they meet again. So don't be foolish enough to underestimate the buffalo herd. On the savanna, they are not only a potential meal, but also a well-organized social brotherhood. And sometimes the lion, the so-called king, has to flee before the united commoners. The life of the buffalo is tied to the community. Hundreds of eyes, thousands of horns. That is an impregnable wall, but the people in the north do not need the majority, just the cold eyes shining in the ice. It is the snow leopard, the lonely legend on the high mountain. It looks like a real big cat. The snow leopard's tail is almost as long as its body, not only to help it balance when jumping up to 15 meters between cliffs, but also to act as a blanket to warm itself when it curls up to sleep. Yes, the beast also needs a blanket to protect against the minus 40 degrees Celsius Himalayan winter. Unlike lions and wolves, the noisy creatures of the savanna, snow leopards hunt silently. They stalk their prey for hours, moving so lightly that the snow barely has time to crackle. And when they attack, they lunge like a live bullet, making it difficult for even the mountain goats, who are good climbers, to escape. The thing is, snow leopards don't roar like lions, they just make a low growl. It's like, sorry, I don't like to attract attention, just make me dinner. So the snow leopard is proof that you don't need a herd, you don't need a roar. Sometimes just silence and patience are enough to become a legend of the snowy mountains.